Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome to the Houston Texans prediction video. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry I've had a really busy summer, but I'm still gonna crank out those videos and I'm gonna get them out to you guys. So I'm gonna start with the Texans today, finish out that division, and then I'm gonna probably make like 7 more videos of like the whole divisions as a whole and doing their predictions that way. That way it'll just make it simpler and less videos to watch with that. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, we are here at the Texans. So as you can see, I've already have the records from the other videos right here. But so I'll just be doing this the next one, and then like I said, I'll be going by division for the rest of them. All right, let's get it. Okay, so I already went over the reasoning for why I thought this. I think Texans, and primarily in this division, I think we see a lot of times where like better teams lose week one. I don't know. I think it was last year that I think the Jaguars, well, the Jaguars were good last year, and then they lost to, or one of the teams that were weaker, like the Titans, it's, it's hard to explain, but I think week one upsets are bound to happen, and I believe that the Texans, like, I could see them losing this game. Now, Bears, Texans, Bears completely unproven, and honestly, well, I'll get to them, but until I see them actually perform, I can't pick them to beat these teams. Do they have a roster good enough? Probably, but I don't see them. I can't really predict that yet, I don't think. As for Vikings, you know, if I recorded this earlier, it may have been a little different, but since then, JJ McCarthy's out for the year. Jordan Addison got carted off of practice, not sure the extent of his injury, and they're just getting hit by the injury bug, and it's not looking good for the Vikings this year, I'm gonna be honest. And the Texans, I'd still have them winning anyway, I think, but they're a good team, and Vikings are just whatever good stuff they had is just falling apart because of injuries now. So I'm gonna have to give that one to the Texans. Now Texans Bills another big question mark, but I'm gonna give it to them. I still think the Bills are the team to beat in that division until they're not. Even though they did lose Stephon Diggs and others, they still have Josh Allen, and I'm still a Josh Allen believer. I think he is still really good, and um, this will be a really fun game to watch, obviously. I hope it's a primetime game, not sure. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Bills. Texans, obviously. I think the Texans have a roster to beat any team in the league. I think they could beat any team in the league, and it wouldn't be that surprising. But with how young the roster is, I could see, them slip in here and there. But I'll give this one to the Bills. Texans, Patriots, I'm giving it to the Texans. Patriots are just really young in their cycle for a championship, and they're just not. They don't have a winning team yet. Will they? I hope not, but as of right now, for sure, they do not. Texans, Packers. I'm giving this one to the Texans. I've been pretty high on the Packers in the other prediction videos when they play them. I think I have them. Yeah, this was their first loss I've given them through that division. But I think the Texans, like I said, Stroud. I mean, they have so many players now. They have Stroud, they have Mixon, Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell on their offense, and that's just so overpowering. And it'll be a nice quarterback battle with Love and Stroud, but I think Stroud is already more established and probably like the better quarterback, I'd say, as of right now. And, um, but you can see that going either way, just like you can see the Bills one. But I think I'm gonna give that one the Bills and this one to the Texans, just because hey, you gotta change stuff up. You shouldn't pick the team that's always you think is gonna win every time, because that's never gonna happen. That's why people watch sports, right? So yeah, Texans Jets. This is a good game. Um, oh, wow, they got some really tough teams up here. Um, so this is a hard stretch for them. They're gonna be back on the road in New York. I'm gonna give it to. I think I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna give it to New York because Again, they are the biggest question mark, I think, in the league with how good they're going to be. But, with Aaron Rodgers, you never know. They're going to have one game at least where it's going to be really high. I'm a really big Brees Hall guy. I think he's really good. They have some good receivers. They got Garrett Wilson, and they have Mike Williams now. He'll probably get injured again, but if not, they'll be pretty strong. And they have an obviously really good defense, so we'll see with how their offense is. But I'll give it to the Jets. Texans Lions. That's another tough one. Honestly, they have a really tough schedule. Um, I'm gonna give it to them, the Texans. Again, Lions are the team to beat in the NFC North still, but I don't know. I think that with all those young players, this is a huge young player matchup. I think at least some of the stars, and I'm gonna give it to Texans. They're the home team. Pretty important game for them. It will be in the middle of the season, and honestly, I don't even have them at a really high record right now. But they got a really tough like stretch. But yeah, I'll give it to the Texans. Texans Cowboys. I'm gonna go Texans. Not that big on the Cowboys. I don't know what's going on with CeeDee Lamb and his contract thing. Um, I hope it's gonna be okay and he'll be able to play, but if not, or if he holds out and that whole drama that comes with that, you never know what can happen there. Um, Dak, he's solid. He's not the best, but he's good. They always have good rosters, but I think Texans one's better, and then the Cowboys are just no one likes the Cowboys if you're not a Cowboys fan. So yeah. Next up, we got these two divisional games. I had them splitting, had the Jaguars splitting with them. I think that's fair. Jaguars hosting at home, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, which in my prediction didn't do enough for them. But I think um, they'll lose that game. Jaguars a good sleeper pick here. Yep. Then Dolphins, um, Texans. I'm gonna give it to the Texans. I don't know. I'm just not a Tua believer. I don't think Tua's great. They still have Tyreek and they have their running game, but and Waddle and like they still have so many good offensive pieces, but I'm just not that high on Tua. I don't think he's that good. So I'm gonna give it to Texans just because of their powerhouse offense that they have. Texans Chiefs. You know what? If this was earlier in the year, I'd probably give it to the Texans because the Chiefs always seem to like not figure it out till like December and they play them week 16. So I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs. Um, I think Mahomes. That's all I have to say. They do have Chris Jones, Kelsey, but yeah, gotta give to Super Bowl champions at that time of the year for sure. Texans Ravens. Now this is tough, but I think I'm gonna give it to Ravens. I mean, sorry, I'm gonna give it to Texans. Again, it felt like Baltimore. They always don't show up in the playoffs, but I think I think that will be a really close game. It could go either way. They did beat the Texans in the playoffs actually, but I don't know. You just felt like the Texans just need a little bit more, and I think they got that with their signings, and I think they can surpass the Baltimore this year. As Baltimore did get weaker, they did lose a few people. They did lose Patrick Queen as well, which is a pretty big loss for them, and he went to Pittsburgh as well, so that was a horrible thing for them. But yeah, I think that rounds us out at 12-5, so it's still a really good record. We'll see how it all shakes up with these predictions, but they could get the one based on this, but we'll have to see with like the Chiefs. They always have easy schedules because their division's horrible, and it won't be any of these teams probably because divisions all of them are good. Could be, yeah, no. There's a chance that they could get the one seed depending on Chiefs, but most likely two, I think. And I think the Texans will be really happy with that as well. So yeah, I think that's everything. We can see the whole division right here. There's a chance the Colts make it in the playoffs based on this, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, Texans 12-5, pretty good record for them with their signings. I think they'll be happy with that. especially with the difficulty of their schedule. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will be slowly putting out those episodes for the predictions on the other teams that are in other divisions, and I still haven't 100% decided if I'm gonna do it in chunks, like the whole division one. But if I do, it'll be soon, as well as the next division I do, I'll decide for that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.